Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm so excited because I have my husband here and he's going to show us how to make his famous ice cream bomb. It's so good. Whenever we do birthday parties, everyone asks for it. The kids love it, and it's always a family affair, except I'm not included. He normally makes it with the kids. All right, let's get started. Why don't you tell them the ingredients that are needed for the ice cream bomb?
Okay, so you can make it a lot of different ways. So for the ingredients, we do vanilla ice cream. I prefer vanilla bean ice cream, and I prefer whole ingredients. It's homemade brand natural vanilla bean, and the ingredients are just skim milk and a couple other things, but no high fructose corn syrup is the key. And then we'll do a thing of chocolate chip ice cream as well. So I'll do 2 vanilla bean ice creams, and 1 chocolate chip ice cream. So you want to get those out first. You want to let them sit for a little bit so they're nice and soft. I'll get 2 packs of Oreos, just kind of the regular size Oreos. We'll get a little bit of butter with those Oreos and we'll scrunch them up real well. And then we'll get some Reese cups. The best thing you can do is get the Reese cup eggs if you can. Those make the best
or any kind of holiday.
Or any kind
Reese's.
of yeah, any kind of Reese's. The eggs really are the best. It doesn't necessarily have to be Easter eggs. It can be the Christmas trees. It can be anything, but the holiday ones are best. So basically, it'll end up making around this bowl. We'll put everything in this bowl. It'll kind of stack up. We'll freeze the bowl and eventually we'll take it out, take it off. First thing we want to do, we're going to melt 2 sticks of butter, and then we're going to crunch the Oreos up, put the melted butter on top. I'm going to get my team here to crunch some Oreos up and put them in here. So you want to crunch these up as best you can. You don't have to crunch them up a lot here because you're going to end up crunching them with this guy here in a little bit. While you're doing that, you're going to take some butter. I like 2 sticks of it. It gives it a really good flavor, but I'm going to do 2 sticks of butter. I'm going to melt those in the microwave, put this butter over top of it. You don't have to put it in there for too long, maybe 40 seconds, Mommy, something like that.
Okay.
Perfect, 40 seconds. So while they're putting those in there, so Mommy, if you don't mind to keep putting some Oreos in there for us before MP eats them all.
Now, do we do both the Oreo packages?
Yes, you want to do both the Oreo packages in here. Get this guy good and chopped up. Mommy, if you don't mind to check the butter, see if the butter's melted. So we got these fairly mashed up, okay? So you can see they're about halfway where we want them. Mommy, if you would, maybe pour a little bit of that butter real evenly on top, if you would, please. Perfect. Yeah, go on and pour all that butter in there.
So it tastes really good. The butter makes it really good.
Butter makes it good. You kind of have to move them around here pretty good.
Wow! Dada!
Hi, bud.
Look, Martin, I can bomb that.
Sure am making an ice cream bomb. So next thing we're going to do is put some ice cream in here. But before we start putting the first layer of ice cream in, you're going to want to put some parchment paper all the way in this bowl. And what that's going to do is when you get all the ingredients in and you freeze it, when you go to flip it out of the bowl, you just peel that parchment paper right off of it, and it comes off real nice and easy, and you get a nice shape there. So just a little bit of parchment paper here on down in the bowl. It's not going to shape perfectly, and that's okay. You just want enough in there. When you put the ice cream in there and it freezes real good, when you go to pull it out, it will pop right on out. So I like to do vanilla, then a little bit of chocolate chip, then a little bit of vanilla again. So before we put the ice cream in though, we'll put a little bit of Oreo in. I'm going to keep chopping here. I'm going to get these Oreos real good, right where I want them. I'm going to put about half of it right in here, right in the bottom of this parchment paper. We'll do half now, and it makes a good topping for it. And then we'll do half for the crust for the bottom. So go on and smooth that out if you would. You want to try to get as close to the shape of the ice cream container as you can. Okay, next thing we're going to do is we're going to go on and put the ice cream in. So babe, if you would, go on and put some ice cream in there. I'd want to put a whole thing of ice cream in. You want to cut it into slices, kind of layer it around, and then you kind of push it down. I'm gonna smash that down really well. You don't want a bunch of wasted space in there or kind of air. You'll notice that parchment paper starts to really fill up. Step one, we've got the ice cream in there on top of the Oreos. Now we're gonna take these Reese cup eggs. We're gonna unpackage them here, and we're gonna break them up. You don't want to put the whole egg in there. You want to break them up a pretty good amount.
I wish I could try this.
Yeah, try a little piece there. You want to really try to evenly distribute the chunks there.
Just a tiny bite. Bob, you can't bite it and put it in there.
So as you can see, my little man here eats a bite, and he puts a bite in there.
Did you put all of these in, honey?
Yeah, I'd put them all in. Everything here is to taste. Keep going, keep going. You want a solid layer of Reese cups in there. No one's ever gonna say you put too many Reese cups in an ice cream bomb.
Very true, very true.
A good amount of Reese's in there, solid amount. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put a layer of chocolate chip ice cream in there, just like we did on the last one. Now the key on the chocolate chip is just the same as the vanilla. You want to had left it out a little bit so it's nice and soft when you go to put it in. That's the fun part about making the ice cream bomb. So once you get your ice cream in, you want to kind of smooth things around again one last little time. It's a little bit of a smaller bowl than I normally use, so I'm only going to go with 2 things of ice cream in this one. We're going to smash that ice cream down. Normally I'd have a little bit bigger bowl and I'd do 3 things of ice cream, but for this one, 2 is going to be plenty. You don't want to have too much in there because it'll end up overflowing. The last thing is we're going to pour these Oreos in this bowl. So good there, babe. Okay, thank you. So I've got these Oreos crushed up. I'm going to put these Oreos right in here. A little crust for you there.
Looking good.
All right, so I'm gonna smooth this guy around.
Can I lick that, Daddy?
The best bite you can get out of the whole thing is that bite right there. You get some of the ice cream and some of these warm.
It's not good.
Ooh, good. Next thing we'll do, we'll put it in the freezer for a bit. You wanna, if you can, freeze it overnight. Let it sit, and then you pop it out, flip it over, take the wrapper off, and there's your ice cream bomb.
So that is how you make my husband's famous ice cream bomb. It's so much fun, so easy, something to do with the family. I hope you guys enjoy it as much as we do. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.